drastic changes just over a week. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Bosky Net Adventure. My name's Jeff, and as you can see from the last time we were out, things have warmed up. It's about 20 degrees warmer than last time we were up here, just last week. No more snow, which is a bummer. I was really enjoying it. When I stepped out of the car today, it was about 60 degrees. If I remember correctly, last time it was 40. So, a big change in the weather there. Still very beautiful. Very excellent. I'm going to continue my hike up here, up the trail. Not quite sure if I'm going to stop at the same place I did last time. It was pretty amazing there with a gorgeous view of the valley and the mountains. I'm going to check it out. And let's continue on up the trail. It's just amazing here. Gorgeous. Whole lot more critters out this time too. Bunch of locusts and grasshoppers and whatnot. It's a little steep here. Well, coming up something steep like that sure takes a toll on my calves. So, no need to sprint up it. I'll take plenty of breaks. Just coming up over these trees now, out of that nice steep valley there. There's our mountain view. Most excellent. It's awesome. Well, that's cool seeing the plane come up over the mountain there. I think I'm kind of done bushwhacking it for now. I found a couple of spots, but not as flat as I'd like it to be. I'm just over here by where we stopped last time, so I think I'll go there again since the view was spectacular. Right, there's nothing wrong with that. A little repeat is all good. I'll show you the price that I pay for bushwhacking here in just a moment. But in the meantime, it looks like some people have been here since last time. Dumped a chair. Bummer. But you gotta love that view. That is so amazing. Yeah. I will make this my spot. Excellent. Timber. All right, well, the hike wasn't too bad up here. That part definitely got steep for a bit and my calves were burning, but I made it up here. It's all good. I'm gonna start setting up camp now. A while ago, I don't know, I think I got this from my dad. I got this tent right here, and I've never actually gone camping with it. I did set it up in my backyard before coming up here just so that I could, you know, have a little bit of an experience with it. It's an okay tent, I'll tell you that right off the bat. There's a part that, let's put it this way, this tent I don't think was ever meant to be in the rain. With that said, let me get it all set up and I'll show it to you just a little bit more. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. It's, what do they call it? They call it a bivy shelter. It's pretty big, so I'm not sure if I would classify it as a bivy or anything like that. But like I said, it's got a cool feature and a not so cool feature to it. So I'll get going to set this up and let you guys tag along as I do so. So before I get going too much further here, this is what happens when you go bushwhacking sometimes. You're like little Velcro seeds. So I'll get rid of these guys here real quick. I don't need them tagging along with me all night. It may not be the greatest shelter ever made and everything, but I'm gonna still treat it nice. So it didn't come with the ground cloth, so I'll just use the ground sheet from my nature hike tent. And I brought along some extra ground stakes if I needed them. If that was right. All right, so here's the tent and poles and some really, really cheap ground stakes. But for the purposes of this video, I'll go ahead and use them, see how well they do. This thing has some way small fiberglass poles. I'll show you guys this. Right? That is not that big. Pretty small. So hopefully I don't bust them. We gotta thread that through, which I've never been a fan of having to thread through the poles like this. I like it when they clip on. That way you don't have to deal with it snagging all the time. All right. So, there's just a buckle right here. That it will just kind of feed in through. We'll head on over to the other side and continue to drive that guy through. Come on now, you're all snagged up on me. There we go. There we go. Just like that. These nice, cheap little stakes. Luckily for me, the ground isn't all that hard. Doesn't mean that I can't bend it if I tried. I think I bent that one. Oh well. Alright, and just kind of pull that guy back like so. There's going to be a spot back here for this other pull. And instead of a sleeve, that one gets clipped on. So it'll be easier. Yeah, let's see here. Sure. So pull that guy back nice and tight like so. Put that stake in. Same with that guy. And then, let's see here, with this pole, just like that, put it into the grommet there, and we'll just work the clips on. This guy all the way over to the other side. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay, so then you have to grab one of your guy lines. About like it thusly. Get my line through it. Finish it off. And use these line tensioners just like that. So again, just like that. Use a line tensioner, pull that guy straight. The thing that I liked about it, pull that guy back, and you get a nice open view of the stars at night. Right? That's pretty cool. I like that. There's no overhang, there's nothing like that. So if you were out in the rain and you open this guy up like so, guess where all the water's going? Straight into the tent, right? You have this huge opening here. Like I said, it's an interesting tent. Wasn't ever designed for the rain. Absolutely not. There's nothing that comes over to protect the entrance. I mean, which would have been absolutely like awesome and nice. So, I mean, it's not that I won't bring this up in the rain. It's just I will have to bring up a tarp with me so I can protect this entrance. I brought my quilt up with me, but with how warm it is right now, I'm not sure if I'm going to need the extra quilt. Off to one side, the quilt, and the pillows off to the other side for now. Alright, now I've got almost everything organized. All at camp. Woohoo! Excellent view. Amazing. sun's going to go behind the peak here in just a moment. So before it does that, I'm going to go out and get some firewood. So, after getting the fire started there, what we do, take our dog, skewer this guy down the middle. We should be able to get them all set up right there. Now, I decided to roll the dog over to the side like this, just because it was putting out too much heat for that skewer. And just pop it right down in there and pull that skewer out. For any hot dog, a Jeff must is sauerkraut. Good stuff, yum. And of course, you got to have some relish. And finally, mustard. So mustard, relish, and kraut for my hot dogs. That's the way I like them. That looks pretty good. Now to make it better, let's add some sweet relish. And then a nice fair amount of kraut. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Bon appetit. Yum. So, if you're a hot dog fan, because I understand that there's a lot of people who aren't, what do you like on your hot dog? Are you a mustard, relish, and kraut kind of a person like me? Or do you prefer something else? I really like a Chicago dog too, when they put the peppers and the tomatoes on there. That's yum. I love that. About the only thing that I personally don't like on hot dogs, ketchup. Just don't like it on a hot dog. I'll have it on a hamburger or anything else like that, but something about it going with the hot dog, nope, not for me. Be sure to comment down below on what you like on your hot dog. A huge owl just buzzed by. Let's see if I can get him. Oh my goodness. He's right there. So last time I was up here, during the middle of the night, I heard a hooing. That was most definitely him. Wow. He is a big boy. Take everything in the fire here. Put it right there. Like that. Some of these little bits and bobs that are around here. We'll get this guy going in no time at all. This is where the pocket billows comes really handy. That should be able to hold it like that. And then we'll get that guy on the opposite side. Looks like I'm going to have some favorable wind tonight. All blowing off that way. Stay right here, nice and warm by the fire. This will be quite nice. So I was up here last Thursday, and the weather was considerably colder. So I am enjoying the fact that winter decided not to come too quickly, and that we can enjoy still more of the nice fall weather. Now I can't wait to do some of the snow camping. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I still have to figure out what tent and setup I will want to take. I'm on the fence on if I want to take my nature hike into the snow. It's more of a 3-season tent. It's definitely not the 4th season tent. The one that I brought with me today, that's not a 4th season tent. So I may have to invest in something. I'm not quite sure what to get. So we'll just see where things take me. So right now I'm just gonna sit back, enjoy the fire, enjoy the views. They are amazing, spectacular. I love them. I hope you're enjoying them too. And this fire is putting out some really nice heat. Good stuff. What kind of adventures did you do during the summer? Did you go anywhere fun? Did you go hiking? Did you go exploring, backpacking, camping, fishing, boating, canoeing, kayaking? Um, my family and I, earlier on in the summer, we went on a cruise. We love cruising. Uh, I'm a glutton for buffets and all you can eat food. So that's kind of my weakness sometimes. What activities do you like to do? Um, what in your book qualifies as an adventure? I'm curious to know. So if you're willing to share, please do so in the comments down below. I am getting more used to doing the solo hikes, the solo campouts like this. This will be my third time. I won't lie, after the first one, I was on the fence on whether or not I would do another solo adventure. There's just something about uh, having company with you. Not that I'm at all afraid being out here or anything else like that. It's just I like sharing my adventures. Hence why I've created this channel. Um, I like sharing good times with people. I like company. I don't know if I'm a social person, but certainly with Mandy, I love having her around and doing these adventures with her. So we seem to be in this weather cycle of get really cold, warm back up, get really cold, warm back up. I don't know if it's like that where you're from, but here certainly the weather behaves just like that. We get very roller coastery in the fall and in the spring. Um, but once winter or summer sets in, it's either bitterly cold or really hot. It's getting nice and cool out here now. I think I'm going to get myself some hot chocolate on. I think the water is all set. Well, the hot chocolate has finally cooled down enough for me to drink. I need to remember that for hot chocolate, I don't need to boil the water, I just need to make it warm. Oh well. Much yum. Very good stuff. No, I don't think this camera's picking it up none, but the moon just passed by. You know, it's been passing by since about 6 o'clock. I've seen it go across the sky. It's going to head behind the mountain here soon. But I did manage to get a couple of photos of it illuminating the mountain behind me. And I'll be sure to add those in here as I talk about them. But I love photography. For these adventures, I haven't pulled out my big camera yet. Usually when I'm with my DSLR, I like to take my big lens out. I just prefer shooting with it. And that would be a bit much for me to backpack with right now. I need to get into a little bit better shape for that. But several years ago, I had an opportunity to go on an absolutely awesome adventure with my dad and brother. We decided to go to America's frontier in Alaska. We planned 2 weeks of just amazing adventure. We rented an RV out of Anchorage, drove that thing all over Alaska, from Anchorage to Valdez to Denali, back to down to Homer, from Homer over to Whittier. And there are some amazing places to have adventures. We went at the beginning of, was it May? It was May when we went. Anyway, there was still snow in Valdez when we got there. When we went up to Denali, it was the very last day that you could take your own personal vehicles through some of the park. Once the summertime hits up there at Denali, it's only open to their bus traffic, right? But we were able to drive down a ways, and it was the only clear day, and we did manage to get a clear view of Denali. All the other attempts during the trip to see it, Denali was behind clouds. It was shy. So that was an awesome adventure. While we were there in that park, though, we saw moose. We saw bears, a mom and 2 cubs. While on that trip, just myself, I think I took over 3,000 photos. I don't know about you, but when I'm at some of these adventures and everything else, my finger gets a little trigger happy. Well, we sure do have an amazing sky full of stars tonight. I decided to take a moment there and take some photos, doing my best to be a little artistic. So I'll be sharing those right now as I'm talking. But just the stars are popping tonight. It is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed the photos. As you can see, the fire is starting to wind down. It's coming up on 10 o'clock. I think it's time for me to start winding down myself. This has been an excellent excellent adventure out here. It's been awesome seeing just the absolute sky full of stars. No clouds. It's just been perfect. I've been able to take quite a few awesome shots of the sky with so many stars and satellites passing by. I hope you enjoy the photos. And with that, I want to thank you for joining me on this trip. I'm gonna start winding down, and I'll sign off here, and I'll see you all in the morning. Good night now. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I needed to get a early start on this morning, but I slept well, slept nice and warm. Toes are nice and warm. It's great. You know, I think the tent did pretty good. I'm not sure if I would actually take this out in the absolute winter or rain. So I think I'll stick with maybe some more fall camping with it, and definitely summer. It's definitely a single person tent. Fitting someone else in here would be a little bit crowded. Now, there was an unexpected delighter to this tent. The fact that this slopes so much forward into the tent, I can unzip this guy and have my head out the tent. So I did that for a little bit last night and was able to look right up at the stars, unobstructed view. It was pretty awesome. So that was nice. But I'm going to start getting up now. Next time you see me, I'll probably just be bags packed and heading down the mountain. I'm going to make it a pretty quick one this morning. So thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the content that I'm producing, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. If you have any comments, please make them below. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye now. I don't know how well this is going to catch it, but the sun is just starting to come up over the hills behind me. I'll take a couple of photos for you. It's gorgeous. Just making sure I didn't leave anything out from behind. Fire's completely cold and watered down. Bags all packed, ready to go. All the leaves in this area are white. Got a little frosty last night.